أتمنى يكون الفيديو سريع ومفيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. 70 years old, a diabetic, hypertensive, obese patient with history of recurrent, acute, on top of chronic cholecystitis, and a talented surgeon decided to do laparoscopic cholecystectomy. It was a bloody operation, but confident enough that allowed oral fluid just after the operation. And in the drain with that fluid, and then large amount of that fluid and not bile. And CT without contrast suggested fistula tract between the CBD and the gallbladder bed, like that. So, CRCP intervention urgently. It was a difficult cannulation. It was in the middle of a diverticulum. It looks like it's an easy cannulation, but we preferred after pancreatic duct cannulation to get and introduce pancreatic plastic stent to allow a pre-cut over the stent and save the time of the patient, which is hepatic, diabetic, obese, in the operation theater. This is the roof of the opening of the CBD. Pre-cut solved the distal stricture. Cannulation was easy after that. And cholangiogram revealed distal CBD stricture without evident leakage. There was no any leakage of fistula tract. We prefer to do close the cholangiogram to get pressure inside CBD. Also, there was no evident leakage or fistula tract between the biliary system and gallbladder bed. We bought for the stricture a double pigtail plastic stent with good biliary drainage, and we decided to do upper GI endoscopy to search for another source of injury during the operation. In the bulb, it was that hyperplastic mucosa in the anterior wall. Manipulation didn't prove any fistula tract, but in the antrum, it was that, a large fistulous opening in the inferior surface of the antrum. More evaluation using a cap over the scope and this fistulous tract opening. Note the bleeding tendency of the patient. We did cannulation of the fistula tract, and dye injection proved high flow fistula tract, wide fistula tract like that. We also injected methylene blue stained saline to improve the high flow of this fistula tract. I think it's clear. So the fistula tract was between the antrum and the gallbladder bed. And this explains the color of the drain and also the color of that fluid in the drain. I thought the patient was سوائل زبدو. Swell milky in color, not a bus. So we decided to close this fistula tract using a Visco clip. It was available, but it was 14 millimeter in diameter. It's large, and it was very difficult to introduce without any injury of the mucosa of this obese short neck patient. But with patience and meticulous manipulation to avoid any perforation in the upper esophagus, we passed. Noted the variceal cords, noted the bile after drainage of the stenting, and this is the site of the fistulous tract. There was no time the patient was unstable during this operation, and the anesthesiologist decided to hurry up. So we didn't do This is the opening in the middle of the without the cap, with the side of the domiciliary blue testing to prove that there is no leakage. And thank you.